right, all right. You ready? All right, good morning, Las Vegas. Greg DeVille live in the studio. We're excited to be back with you this beautiful Friday morning. Are you excited? I hope you are excited as I am. We are looking forward to a great day, a wonderful weekend, and we've got some great news to share with you. Our Wealth Mindset Conference 2023 Las Vegas. We're here. We're ready. Listen, we're doing the final touches. We look like we're still in the deal with the Red Rock Hotel and Resort. It's going to be phenomenal. We've got our good friend Will Roundtree going to be with us. And you know, Will's out in doing what he's doing and helping so many create wealth. If you have been in a mindset that just doesn't seem to be advancing, you're going to need to be at this conference. You're going to need to be where we are. I'm talking about getting you set up with a mindset for success. You know, it starts in the mind. Many have lost their ability to dream, to advance in your mind. You've got to see yourself with it to get it. Don't steal that. I keep that, right? But you've got to see yourself with it to get it. It's yours. I want to say good morning to the queen, the beautiful, the lovely Marquetta DeVille, my wife, who is phenomenal. She puts up with me, and I'm so grateful for her. Listen, we're excited about what we're doing. There's going to be a men's conference as well as a women's conference the same day, same hours, same place, same time. It's going down. You've got to be a part of this. The Wealth Mindset Conference Las Vegas 2023 is April 16th. That's right. You want to be in the building. We've got some phenomenal guest speakers. I was talking to Marquetta back in July last year, and I was talking about I wanted to do a men's conference, because a wealth mindset conference, because as many of you know, I've been on radio. Praise God. This will be our 8th year right here at Power 88, the People Station, giving wonderful, great information to empower the community for creating wealth through equity. That's right. That's what we do. And we've helped so many families. And guess what? They have their property. They have their duplex and fourplex. Some have actually, this is what we've been finding a lot of. And I want you to join those who are doing this. Many are taking equity out of their home now and refinancing the home and purchasing another home. We have clients, and shout out to David and his family. Listen, these clients have decided to refinance. They want a home with a pool. They want more space, so they're buying a 5-bedroom with a pool. Guess what? Just using the equity in their current home that allows them to pull that equity, rent that home, because you don't want to sell it as much as you can. I mean, some say, well, I don't want to be a landlord. Understand that. I understand that. I'm with that. But again, if you can at all, keep the property. That way you're doing double the equity over time. So they're taking the equity out of the home, putting it down on the next one, $60,000 on another house. Guess what that'll do for you? That actually buys your principal. Somebody right now got $150,000 in equity. Another client of mine moving to Atlanta. Shout out, man. Listen, take 150 of it, put 100 down on the next $400,000 home with a half an acre. He found a home, half an acre. I think it was 310 or something like that down in Atlanta. Guess what? Put 100. You're only financing 210. And your mortgage payments at 5.5, you're right about $1,100, $1,200, right? So you're doing it using your equity, buying down the principal. So that's what I teach here at DeVille Realty Group at Power 88. I'm teaching families how to create generational wealth. I've been doing this. I've been in real estate over 35 years. Now, I've been in the sales since 2005. Now, I've been in a while. I am a broker. My wife and I, we own DeVille Realty Group, 3 locations to serve you. We're having fun helping families. See you create generational wealth. This is what we're about. This is what we do. So I want you to get a pen, tell a friend, 702-787-7559. Let someone know that this is the place to go, right? When you want to start creating wealth through equity. Because if you've never tuned into one of my shows, let me make sure you understand clearly. When you pay rent, you are already paying a mortgage. You're just paying someone else's mortgage. So in 1 year at $1,800 a month, you paid $21,600 to your landlord. If you've been there and this is going on your 6th year, so far, this is your 5th year, you've paid $108,000. $108,000. Now, if you stayed this year until December, you will have paid your landlord 6 years at $1,800 a month, $129,000. Now, I want to help you combat that, right? I want to show you how to make this doable for you. So now the next 6 years, you'll be paying into your own wealth. I'm going to give you up to $25,000 towards your down payment through the grant funding programs that we work with. There is requirements of the program, however, right? And of course, the interest rates may be a little bit higher. But client heard the show recently. You know, I do 3 or 4 shows a week. Client recently heard the show and wanted to get in on the grant program. But my question is, do you have a 401k on your job? She says, by the way, Mr. DeVille, I do. I says, I can get a better rate for you with the lender if you use the 401k. Because many of you may or may not be aware, your 401k is without penalty when you're purchasing a home. Somebody just said, I didn't know that. That's why the Greg DeVille show right here, Power 88, is so valuable, so important, and so needed in our community, because we're here to assist families to think on things they may not even thought of. Can I help promote that? And so what we're doing with our Wealth Mindset Conference is to think about something beyond where you are every day. Somebody, you're pregnant with a vision to start a business. You just need some motivation. You just need somebody to push you in the back, right? To get you advanced. You don't want to miss this conference. We've got some phenomenal. Listen, we're going to talk to you about the difference between a will and a trust with Mr. Joshua Igiliki Jr. He's an attorney at law, and he's going to come in and give to you the understanding about the valuable piece of having a living trust. Now, being that I'm in real estate, listen, I get calls, unfortunately, of untimely deaths of homeowners. And they say, well, my parent left a will. And I say, well, here, take this number because you're still going to need probate. It's just what it is. It's where we are. You're going to need probate. So at the end of the day, if we give you the information now, prepare you for later, because it's inevitable. Am I right about it? Death is inevitable. I was listening to Marvin Gaye yesterday. He said there were 3 things: taxes, death, and trouble. No doubt. Taxes, death, and trouble in life. So we want to get that, because we all know that day is going to come, right? At least if we're in position, we won't leave our families, scrambling on what to do. So we got this wealth mindset. We're gonna talk to you the difference between, knowing the living trust and knowing about a will, right? And then we have coming all the way out of Chicago, the wealth mind builder, right? He's a wealth builder. He's going to talk to you about some business credit, how to take your business to the next level. Stop using your credit. Stop putting yourself in position. And hey, listen, there's a lot of money for small businesses. You can buy property with someone else's credit. Use someone else's money. Listen, there are people who are scared to make the investment. So you come with the plan, and that's what Will Roundtree comes in and gives you a plan how to become successful. And so we had to have Will on the platform with us, right? And of course, everybody knows Robert Twix Taylor. We've got Robert coming in. Robert's going to talk to you about the multi-stream income, multi-level entrepreneurship. As everyone knows, Rob is, he's like a Jamaican, right? He got 7 jobs. This brother is busy. Now, I've got 4. I haven't met Rob, but I'll tell you what, I met where he's at. But phenomenal brother. And let him come pour into you and encourage you to go to that next dimension. I'm going to host, and I'm going to have my co-host, Brandon Ward. Many of you know he's here with the Urban Chamber on the radio talk show for the Chamber. There's just so much information we want to share. I've been talking to my friend Ernest. Ernest has started an organization, Equal Rights for Divorced Fathers. I talked to Ernie about coming down to share some information with us. And let's do this. Let's get where we can get an understanding. Know your rights. Know what's important to you, and you have the rights to it. Information is powerful. And then not to mention, we're going to have in Conference Room A, and we're talking about at the Red Rock Resort, right here in Red Rock, Summerlin, Listen, we're going to have a phenomenal ladies event. The Queen Marquetta is putting together. I'm telling you, she's got some phenomenal speakers that are going to pour into you. So we didn't forget about the ladies. I wanted to do something for the men because as I've been in real estate, creating generational wealth through equity, I want to show you how to multi-stream. So I thought, let's get those who do it already to pour into you and give you information to take you to that next, not just dimension, right? To pour into you, to make you excited again, to make that dream come to fruition. That's what DeVille Realty is all about. We're sponsoring the event along with Vanguard Global, as well as we have For All Families, Community, CDC. We're a nonprofit organization, community advance with a wealth mindset. Is that all right? Now, the Queen, the Marquetta DeVille, now we had to go. Now, Les Brown was having a conference 3 weeks ago up in Lake Tahoe, and I'm like, we got to meet Les, man. We've got to meet Les. We need Les to come to Vegas. And we went up. Les was on video. He was on Zoom. I said, oh, wow, we won't get to meet him. Well, we did. We had an opportunity. He actually called my wife to come over and speak to him and on video, the Zoom chat live. He invited us to come over, and so look, we're getting the opportunity. He says, look, I won't be able to come in April. But here's what I do. I'll call Ona Brown, my daughter, my executive director, right? So Ona's going to be our keynote speaker. We've already nailed it, locked it down. It's set. It's done. The dates are in. Red Rock Hotel and Casino. Listen, the resort, we're going to have some rooms available for the VIP packages. Listen, platinum packages. We have it set up. If you want to be a vendor, if you're an entrepreneur, you want to be a vendor at our event, we have space available for vendors. Listen, this opportunity is going to be off the chain. You're going to be so excited. In our event, we're not going to have you sitting in the lobby, in the hall as a vendor. You're going to be in the actual event as a vendor, getting the information. Too many times I go to events and the vendors got to be outside. We don't get to be a part of. But no, we wanted to create a mindset for everyone, that everyone can get a wealth mindset information so you can start off to the races running. I want you to be excited in 2023. We missed so much opportunity. And a lot of times it's not because of opportunity misses. Sometimes it's us in the wrong position, in the wrong place. We haven't positioned ourselves mentally to be in the room, right? Mentally, you got to see yourself with it to get it. If you don't have vision, no one will have it for you. You got to excite that vision again. I like to use the term when a woman is pregnant, there comes a due date. Is that right? There comes a due date, whether it's a cesarean or natural birth. But there is a due date. Now, it's coming someone's due date. We want to teach you how to push this vision. We want to teach you how to breathe and push, right? And this conference is set with you in mind to do just that. Is that all right? So again, I'm Greg DeVille, the real estate owner, real estate broker with my lovely wife, the Queen, the beautiful Marquetta DeVille. And I mean, she's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Guess what? We put this together with you in mind. 702-787-7559, 702-787-7559. Greg DeVille, Team DeVille. This is what we do at DeVille Realty Group. We love helping families. Now, I want to speak for a moment because I've been getting a list. Here's what I've been getting a list of notice of default families. And I may be calling you relatively soon or one of my team members. So here's the deal. If you're on a notice of default list, right? Listen, it's public record. So when you're getting these phone calls that, hey, I see you behind, we got an investor want to buy it. Always they're trying to come in as less as possible, right? So of course, that's the nature of the business. Everybody wants a deal. But with DeVille, what we're going to do, here's what we're going to do. We're going to sell that house for the best price possible. They will be doing an appraisal on the purchase. Take the advantage to get everything that's available to you. At DeVille Realty Group, we're going to make sure that you do, right? 702-787-7559. We're going to help you get everything you can for that property. If you're losing it, here's the deal. I got families in escrow right now. They've got $150,000. One family's got $85,000. We sell it. I have a family right now. Once we sell, they get $100,000. Now, they're in default with the property. So if you're in default, you can't catch up. Listen, life happens. Let's be the first to accept life happens. What do we do when life throws us a curveball we didn't see coming? We've got to work with it. Batter, batter, swing. If you're not willing to do the work, if you're not, I like what the morning young lady mentioned a few weeks ago. She said, if you're not willing to play, you can't win. If you're not willing to play, you can't win. If you're losing that property, contact DeVille, or we may be contacting you relatively soon because you're on a public record list. When I pull the list, it tells me everyone in the 89106, 89030, 89117. And it gives me everyone. And there's probably just about as much in Summerlin as there is in 89031. Just so you know, everyone is having trouble in times. Credit cards are being maxed out, just trying to survive. Went to get a dozen of eggs. My wife said she paid $10 for it. I said, did you get the 18 pack? She said, no, that's just a dozen. I'm thinking, my God. But we got so many chicken wings being sold. We're running out of chicken, so the eggs gonna come up short too, right? So kind of figure that, right? Everybody got a chicken joint. But again, if you're on that list, if you're on that list with a notice of default, I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing about the chickens. Everywhere you go, there's a chicken joint, right? And so they're saying we got an egg shortage. Yeah, we stop killing all the chickens, we can have more eggs, right? Yeah. So it's just a little personal humor for me right there. Something I share with my wife. She says you're corny. And it's okay. She loves me anyway, in spite of my corniness. But here's the deal. So if you're in trouble with that property, here's what I want you to remember. DeVille Realty can help you get that equity out of it. We can do what we like to term as a pre-foreclosure sale, right? We'll treat it as a normal sale. We'll get you the best price possible. We'll make the sale as quickly as we can. And if they do give a sale date, now what I've had my experience over the years, if there comes a sale date, we can postpone the sale in many cases, as long as we call 3 days prior to the sale, right? So I know what to do. I've been in the game a while, so I know how to do this. So you don't have a rookie in front of you. You've got a veteran when it comes to helping families save that equity. People going into foreclosure of no fault of your own necessarily. It's just troubled times. You have to decide whether making the mortgage payment or buying food for the children, buying gas for the car to get to work. My God, it's tough for everyone. I was telling someone the other day, look, Yahoo and Google and all those cats are laying off, and they're billionaire companies, but they're cutting back. Don't feel bad if you got to cut back. If the billionaire companies have to do it, why are you fretting? Make cuts. I'm cutting back some office space. I'm reducing sizes. I'm making some cuts as well. But we want to remain DeVille Realty. Is that right? We want to continue to do, but we're making wise choices. We're making certain cutbacks to have sustainability. Is that right? So we cut some fat and we're working with just meat. We've had some fat over the years. We're going to cut some of that fat back. And guess what we're going to do now? We're just going to be smart through here. Okay, we're going to stop giving Gucci and all those characters out there, MK, listen, go get that other MK you bought 2 months ago. Pull that one out. You need another bag, another pair of shoes like you need a hole in your head. Debt is real. We want to look good, but we live in an apartment with a carport as our parking structure. When I'm telling you right here, we can give you up to $25,000 towards your down payment. What's the problem? We've been listen, praise God, going on 8 years right here at Power 88, helping families create wealth through equity. Now, you've been creating wealth through equity already. You're doing it when you pay rent. You're renting someone's house. You are creating wealth through equity. You're doing it for someone else. I got $25,000 for every household. Now, you have to qualify for it, right? At least a 620 FICO minimal. Now, remember, the interest rate is going to be a little bit higher, but guess what? You're throwing money down the drain. You're still buying Michael Kors and Coach bags and K Spade. Tell me, I need a new bag. Why? Because your friend saw the old bag, so now you need to impress with a new bag? But we're in debt. We got to get out of debt. It's a mindset. And that's why the conference is so valuable, the Wealth Mindset Conference. Because when you understand Michael Kors is paid, Gucci is paid. Kate Spade is dead, but she's still getting paid through Coach. The family's still getting residuals. Now, although Coach bought Kate Spade, right, they still spending that money. And you're still spending money with them, but we don't have anything to give us residual income. What are you doing that's creating residual income for you? That's the part. That's the part I'm talking about. You're working every day and you work to pay bills. Really? You work to go use your credit card? I work to shop DeVille. Never mind what you say. I'm going to tell you what, if you don't get a wealth mindset, your shopping days get short because expenses go up. And while you're buying stuff and you're not making a wise investment into yourself and your family, we say, I'm doing good. I like this house. Guess what? If the landlord sells the property, what are you going to do? You can't even qualify to buy it. So contact DeVille. Let us get you set up this year with your credit. Listen, we just had Christmas. You don't need nothing else, right? You're going to get a tax refund. What are you going to do with it? The wealth mindset says that I'm going to do something smart this year. You promised yourself last year you would, and you did not. So here's what I'd like to see for you. And I pray you would take this wisdom, is that you would take this finances that are coming from the refund of your taxes and utilize that fund to get your credit in order. Not buy another handbag, not buy another shoe, not buy another belt, right? We're going to cut back some of the debt and expenses, pay down some of our credit cards, free up some of that debt. That's what the advantage of a tax refund should really do. It's not a second Christmas, because right now, if you don't own a home and the landlord sells, it's going to be a hard time trying to find another home. And when you do, it's not going to be the price you're currently paying. So when you're going to pay now, you're currently now paying 18. Yeah, it's going up to $2,200. And then it's first, last, and security deposit. So that's $6,600. God forbid you got a dog, right? That's a security deposit of another $300. So you're at $6,900 to move. I can get you home with $6,900. 702-787-7559. Let me slow it down. I heard somebody say, you're going too fast, DeVille. 702-787-7559. I can get you a home with the amount you're putting down, guess what, on a deposit to get into a house. You're paying $7,000 to rent a 3-bedroom house right now. Apartment rentals, $1,800 for a 2-bedroom. It's time to stop the madness. It's time to have you remember I remember when I was a kid, I don't know about you, I'm 57, but when I was a kid, they would say, God bless the child that's got his own. What's holding you from receiving your own? What's that stumbling block in the middle? Because I'm here to kick it down. Is it your credit? We have credit restoration. Is it the down payment, the money you can't seem to save? We got down payment. Is it the education about real estate? We got education. So we do away with excuses. So when you talk to a DeVille team member, we're going to show you how to get it done. And that's what we do. And that's why we're doing the Wealth Mindset Conference, is to change your mindset to a wealth mindset. Because every time you give it to Coach, every time you get that new bag, that new shoe, that new purse, right? That new outfit. I went to a lady's house and it had so many clothes. I'm thinking, where are we going with all these clothes? This is investment that we could have made that would create residual income. But we get caught in the wrong mindset that we think it's in the clothes. Clothes depreciate. Clothes get eaten up by the moth. That's why we got to put cedar closets in our home, right? We got to have mothballs to keep the moth away. You get something you never worn, but you see a hole in it because a moth has eaten at it. That's not a wise investment. I know some ladies not liking me right now, but I want to help you get a mindset of wealth. And the mindset of wealth starts with the thing between our ears is in the mind. And if this Wealth Mindset Conference is sparking your interest, I want you to go to my Facebook, where you're at, and you'll see it right there in my storyline. There's a QR code that I want you guys to scan the QR code. Now, if you want to sponsor, you want to do a sponsorship package, we have packages available. Contact us. It's right there on the Facebook page. Go to Wealth Mindset Conference. You'll go to our website. It's there. We're set. We're ready to go. They're still doing some tweaks right there. Forgive us. We're under construction. you don't forget that when you get your tax refund, do something smart with it, not stuff. The kids had Christmas. It's your turn. It's your turn to get your credit scores back where they used to be. It's your turn to focus on you, not with stuff, but set. We've got to change the way we think about it and the way we look at things. That's right. I'm going. I love the people of God. I love Las Vegas. This has been home for me for the last 22 years, and the opportunity is great. I love it. It's fun. It's fabulous. Fabulous Las Vegas. Is that right? And this is what we do. So we want to continue to do what we're doing, helping families set you with a lender, talk to them. Absolutely no cost, right? No cost at all. You'll know what to do. So this is what we want to talk about. This is what we want to do, helping families create wealth through equity. Listen, the clock on the wall